Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Lone Wolf Picker. Just kind of finally got a response on TTM World, and it was from Pam Dauber. Took her 36 days of return. I got her husband Mark Harmon last year, CSI and other various things. She at least returned what I sent to her. When I sent Mark Harmon, I sent him a couple of custom cards of when he played football at UCLA. He kept those and sent me back an 8x10 from the NCIS TV show. And so that'll Pam's autographs. I've got, I know some of you guys keep binders, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of my my entertainment binder there. Keep it listed just because for over the years I kind of forget where I put stuff at, so happens with age. But you know, various artists, I do a lot of Comic Cons, and so I get comic book artists that I find their cards and we'll send to them. These 9 cards, and I've got a couple more, were for Brad Van Cata, and I found his email address online and just said, hey man, do you autograph through the mail? I know a lot of you guys charge. And he sent me an email back saying, yeah, I'll sign up to 20 cards for free. So I found 19, and I have one of them I got for a friend of mine who liked the Hulk, and I sent that to him after I got it signed. But then there's what he signed for me. But then again, here's other ones. This is signed by the artist who drew that card. He actually drew both of these. Gosh, I can't remember. Some of these guys don't sign that you can actually read what they're saying, you know, what their signature is. So these cards up top were signed by Dave Silvestri. The only reason why I know that is because his name's on the card. Otherwise you couldn't tell that's a D and an S. It's one of my favorite ones from I wasn't a kid when He-Man came out, but a comic book show in Chicago. I got that signed. But just kind of let you know a little bit about, you know, some of the stuff that I've got. I don't know, you can't see that one too good, but I did get some Star Wars cards signed by some of the producers and writers and guys who worked on the sets and stuff. There's some more of the comic book cards. There's a Star Wars card signed by the voice of the Emperor himself. He's a British actor. I can't remember who took over. It's the only Walking Dead autograph I have by Tova. And then some of you guys who are young enough will know Mark Summers from the slime stuff. I know my kids. Tim Allen. I guess that's all he does, sends an A on everything. Sorry for the poor quality, man. Like Morgan Shepherd, he sent me a nice little letter, so I put that next to his cards. So you kind of see, I met Gail Kim in person, got pictures with her. She was at a card show. So, and my son and I watched some of the WWE wrestlings when he was in high school as Jim Ross. Gabriella Reese signed the back of the card. A couple of things I thought were kind of cool. This was from the Topps Allen and Ginter set, and I wrote this guy, and he signed the back, but it was for the Dawn spacecraft, and it says, thanks for your interest in the space industry. Well, kind of, but I just thought it was cool to kind of do some research. Got that signed, and then got another one signed for someone who worked on the Enceladus project, Linda Spelker. Sometimes I don't remember the guys, and But as you can see, just some of the ones I have over the years that I've gotten. Sadly, Dawn Wells had passed away. I was going to write to her, so I did purchase that one. So I'm hoping it's real. Then John Turturro actually is one of my longest autographs I've ever got. I waited for almost. I wrote to him in 2016, and I got him back in, I think, the later part of 2019, maybe even January of 2020. So he's probably one of the longest ones. And then I did purchase those 2 Star Wars autographs. I kind of look at what's online sometimes, and they weren't that expensive, so I did pick those up. Those are one of my favorites. John Dykstra. There's the Mark Harmon. I guess he did return that one, but he kept the other ones I had. Erin Gray was one of my favorite actresses as a kid, in Buck Rogers, and then she was in Magnum P.I. That's from Magnum. Love that show. Blue Bloods. I'm a big Tom Selleck fan. I'm just trying to get his autograph. And a couple other ones. Jacqueline Smith. I wrote her a letter, and so I told her that I had this poster hanging up as a kid because I wasn't allowed to have the Farrah Fawcett one. And in my letter I wrote, I said, I know in college I had that hanging up too. And I went through my old college photographs and saw there's my roommate's forehead, and that's Henry, his deer head. And then I sent her and said, see, your poster's hanging up on my wall in college. So she signed that one. And there's a few other ones that I've gotten. For some odd reason, there's Brett Cullen. I liked him in Lost too. Guys named Brett seem to not want to sign for me, and I don't know why. It seems kind of funny. Brett Butler is a nemesis of mine. It doesn't seem like he wants to return anything I send to him. I've tried for about 20 years to get him, and I'm tired. But there's Dana Delaney. There's what Mark Harmon sent me back. And then I did send Jacqueline Smith a letter, and that's what she wrote back. What she likes to do. So yeah, that's just another Debbie Gibson and Bonnie Blair. Since I live in the Champaign area, she was an Olympic champion who was from this area. This is kind of cool, from Jonathan Banks. Wife and I love Better Call Saul and oh crud, I can't think of the other one. But the first R-rated movie I took her to was Beverly Hills Cop. And I wrote that in his letter. Thanks for corrupting my wife. And so he goes to the corrupted wife, my best, Jonathan Banks. I thought that was funny. So, Judi Dench, if you send her an email, she'll send you back an autograph from the UK. So I thought that was kind of cool. A couple other ones I got there. And then I got this signed this past year in St. Louis. And again in St. Louis, got Keith Coogan. Very weird individual. Very strange guy. I had him sign this one too because I love this movie for some reason, Toy Soldiers. And she sent me that 8x10. She found it. I guess. But there was one I sent to her. And then just some of my Comic-Con people to get over there. Emily Swallow, I actually keep up with her on Facebook, and we interact every once in a while. So it's kind of cool. You know, this hobby's been a good time. You know, meeting good guys like Caleb and some of the other guys. I'm just now, you know, starting to watch your channels and getting to know who you guys are. Sorry I don't tag very many people when I do this. I scared him when I gave him this photo because I want to know why he left the show. But I was kind of joking with him. I said, man, my son and I love the show, but after they killed you off, we kind of stopped watching. So Chandler Riggs was kind of scared at first, but he was a good kid to talk to. And one of my favorite shows, ER, from back in the day. She was kind enough to sign for me. And she sent me back that photo. And one of my favorites as a kid, Bob Newhart. He was a Cubs fan, so I photoshopped the World Series champions under that photo for him. And then he also signed that. I think one of the first autographs I got from a non-sports person was Ted Koppel. I cut the cover off of this and sent it to him. This is from 1987, but I was in, let's see, June. I was married that next month in July of 87. So I probably sent this to him when I was in, after I was married and moved to Indiana. But some of the notes that people have sent me after I've written them, just kind of cool. So, man, again, you can't tell, but Stephen Hunter Flick is who that is. And I thought this is going to be kind of cool because his wife, which is right there, she ordered some stuff from me off of eBay. And when I saw the address going to Hollywood, I'm like, I need to look her up just to see maybe if this is going to a production company or whatever. And found out her and her husband worked on a bunch of movies. And I actually have 2 VHS tapes signed by her husband that he worked on. And then we're going to round this all out and gonna finish it off with a couple of Eric Heiden Sports Illustrateds. So thanks for hanging in with me today. Just to let you know, I'm wearing a World Series hat today. I don't think it might be another 100 years before they do it again. They're promised to spend money this year, but they're not doing it yet. So, hey, I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I probably won't do anything until after Christmas again, but thanks for your support. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody.